idea. Do you guys want to hear about it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I can tell you, but you have to promise not to tell anyone. Seriously. In fact, this is so serious that I'm hoping you'll repeat after me. I promise not to disclose any confidential information except to those employees who are required to have their confidential information in order to perform their job duties in connection with the limited purposes of this agreement.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Now I think you know how serious this is. And I'm a straight shooter. Honestly, it's my greatest weakness. So we should probably start on the idea, right? The idea involves the internet. The potential is through the roof. So, well, it's actually a little harder to explain without some of the background. So the background is actually very important. So let me give you some context. Where should we begin? So about a year ago, I was on the toilet. I've been on others since then, but this one was a special one, as it was the first and last time I'd be on the toilet of the Shrubna Bhavan of Edison, New Jersey. Shrubna Bhavan, by the way, is a great South Indian restaurant chain in general, but I would steer clear of the one in Edison. That is, unless you want to wind up taking residence in the same throne room as me. But I mention it because that's where my big idea struck me. So I flushed and I hurried back to Melissa. Eureka, I shouted. You reek. My girlfriend at the time, now wife, responded. She's a straight shooter too. I explained that the idea involves the internet, that the potential is through the roof. And so we planned out our lives and how we'd make room for our big idea. What would we call the company? What would the logo look like? What kind of house should we get? I'm partial to being inside the city as much as possible. My counterpoint's desire includes chickens and land for said chickens to do whatever chickens do. We talked about what our family should look like. She said she wants 3 kids. I'm an only child and feel surprisingly normal enough to promote that upbringing. And so we spent that whole dinner discussing everything surrounding the big idea, then going to the bathroom, and then discussing the idea some more. But enough about digestions and digressions. We should get to the actual idea, right? Because sorry, I'm a straight shooter. Let's get to the point. As I said, the idea involves the internet, and the potential is through the roof. And I think you'll soon agree that the scalability is what makes it so attractive. So, well, actually, it might be useful to go further back, because the motivation behind starting this company is almost just as important as the idea itself. I assure you it's not money or something uninspiring like that. Too often founders get caught up in an idea for the wrong reasons. So, well, I grew up with 2 of the very most honest and lovable parents. Work hard at whatever you do. And if what you do happens to be a doctor, we'll buy you a car. And my friends all grew up to follow this path more or less. My motivation is to show that there's another way. You see, I was never good at memorizing things. It's why I read stories off my Kindle today, and it's why I wasn't the greatest student. But I had these ideas from time to time, and they always died on the vine. Which reminds me of the idea. Let's get started. Let's get to that. But one more thing. I've always had trouble with authority. This would be an opportunity for anyone that's ever hated their boss, found them completely uninspired, out for themselves, unwilling to make a bold move. We don't want people like that. If they exist in our company, they won't rise past the mailroom clerk. Okay, so the crazy idea and its crazy upside. But a final note about what would we do with all of our money? So charity. You can be a good person and create a fortune. Giving back is not only important, but it's what will make us different and better than those around us. You've all been really patient, so my idea is, it's, one second, stupid memory. Well, this is embarrassing. Sorry for taking up your time. Sorry for taking up so much time. It was a big idea, though, I swear. The idea involves the internet. The potential is through the roof. Thank you.
All right, so this is our show.